Hey, happy, beautiful, amazing day. Dr. Bob Rakowski here, March 19 of 2020. Got another coronavirus update since the world is so fascinated by this. Let's look at the facts and how this is progressing. So Italy released a special report on the coronavirus. Now, anybody that wants to pause this can look at it. It's fairly simple, I believe, right? Just type in this URL, I guess is what we call it. I don't read Italian, so I use Google Translate to go, and this is what it says, is to report on the characteristics of COVID-19 positive deceased patients in Italy. This report is based on updated to March 17th, so it's fairly recent there. When we start looking at the number of deaths by age group in Italy, we're going to see that they tracked people over 90. So God bless Italy for having people over 90. Other groups, other countries just put it over 80. Then we break it down at 80 and 70 and 60 and then 50. And you can see that they don't have a death under the age of 30. That's good, but let's try to go a step further and see what was going on with the people that did die. So they break it out again. The Italy National Institutes of Health, March 17th, what they found was that over 99% of people that died from coronavirus had other things going on in their body. Nearly half had 3 or more known illnesses. And then the other half of people that died was split 2 or more illnesses and 1 or more illnesses. So does an illness have to be significant to be known? I don't know what they call that, but I would say probably, yeah. It probably needs to be significant to be known. So there was something going on where these people were not as healthy as maybe we wanted to be. Now let's go look at China. So we see that the most people that were infected in China were actually in the 50 to 60 demographic. And then notice that plenty of people, the vast majority of people that were actually infected were under 50. Again, no deaths under the age of 9. But the death rate goes up as age goes up. So, is your robustness, your resilience, your immune system less effective as you age? It certainly is the trend for that to happen. I happen to love this picture of Yoga Granny. She's 83 years old holding that peacock pose there. Pretty impressive. You might want to try it yourself. But can you be biologically young at 83? Well, yes, you can. And then when we start looking at the number of people that are actually dying, it's still, 1 in 6, 1 in 7 people that are over the age of 80 are actually dying. So it's not even the majority of those people. So if we compare China's demographic to Italy's demographic, we see that they match. Italy does have an older population. So where in the world is this going on now? So Iran is a war-torn country, super high stress. I have to know that, absolutely know that in studying health for 30 years, stress is a big factor in illness. Italy is still having a lot going on there. And then we look at the US, and we can see that we're getting more cases here, but let me share the good data on that. So I've tracked it daily, not for that long, right? Just the last 4 days. US has gone from 77 to 93 to 116 to 155 cases, deaths. Total number of cases, 10,000. Can 10,000 cases in the US overwhelm our healthcare system? No, not even in our biggest and best cities. Actual cases, no. But paranoid people going to the hospital, oh yeah, that could overwhelm. If you have tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people rushing to the hospital with the sniffle, that can overwhelm the system. But now take a look at the death rate. US was 1.76, then 1.96, 1.78, 1.6864. Death rate is going down. Do we have a good healthcare system? We do. We have a really good healthcare system. Now, Italy is still on the rise. You look and here, I don't know why I missed this date, but their death rate, 8.34%. But I want to go to the World Health Organization's lead researcher on this case, Dr. Bruce Aylward. Look him up. He's got a phenomenal resume But notice he says that China, where it's run its course, where we see where it goes, 80% of the cases are mild. 80%. 14% are severe. Let's get those people to the doctor. 6% become critically ill. You know, let's also really take good care of those people. And that means don't be running to the hospital with a little sniffle, please. I think that's what the world is going to be cautioning you. Now, can we slow the rate of infection? We can. And if we do we preserve resources within our healthcare system? We do. So take the measures, wash your hands, take your supplements, especially if you're over the age of 65. You know, have someone else go shopping for you. Have people bring you food, laugh at funny movies, you know, do things that are going to ultimately make you happy. So what can we do for Italy right here, right now? Well, I'm telling you, the story's always the same. A better you makes for a better world. You do your part to make the world better. You do your part to keep the world healthy. You do your part to be abundant so you can share resources with the world. Remember, if you're strong, you don't need the medicines. You don't need the doctor visits. Let this be a wake-up call for our entire world, and I think it will be. I'm Dr. Bob Rakowski, absolutely knowing that we can all be happy, healthy, and successful.